So it's Luke here for SimBoxx in association with Clint Patrick. Delighted today to be joined by the Trojan, Troy Williamson. Troy, how are we doing?
Yes, mate, I'm all good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. Yeah, so it's been, a mad 24 hours or so for yourself with a couple of huge announcements. We'll get straight into it. First and foremost, you re-signed with MTK. I'm sure quite an easy decision for you to make. You see there you're adorning the MTK clubber. They've done wonders for your career so far. They're a huge player worldwide, and I'm sure it was an easy decision for you to make to re-sign with MTK Global.
Yeah, MTK, they're proven to be the best management team in the world, and they're continuing to grow. So it was, I didn't even have to bat an eyelid to re-sign the contract. Spoke to my manager, and yeah, just exciting time to come.
Absolutely. And the second announcement that was yesterday was Eddie Hearn winning the purse bids for your challenge of Ted Cheeseman for the British super welterweight title. I think that fight's due to take place in autumn. You've held the IBF European title for a while now, but to go for that British title, I'm sure, is the biggest occasion in your career so far.
Yeah, most definitely. The British title is every British boxer's dream. To be fair, I think, in my opinion, it's one of the most prestigious belts in the world. It's beautiful. I've only ever held one once. Stuart Hall from Darlington, he won the British title at bantamweight. So yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one myself. And we're just waiting for a date, and when that comes, then we'll get into full floor training.
So, of course, Ted Cheeseman holds that title. He was successful against James Metcalf for a brilliant knockout victory not too long ago, back in March. But I was quite interested, Troy. I seen you put a tweet out mentioning, for people not to overlook Ted or not to write him off, and that this is a given that you're going to go in there and win the title. So you're fully aware of just how difficult the fight this is going to be, and just how much of a challenge Ted Cheeseman will pose for you.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I think that's just obviously people supporting me. If I'm honest, like obviously don't get me. Obviously, I love all the support, but when people are just saying that I'm too much for Ted, or I'm going to go in and I punch too hard for Ted, and I'm going to knock him out within 3 rounds or 4 rounds, and it's delusional. To be honest, obviously I'm not looking at that because I know how tough Ted is, and I know how experienced he is and how good of a fighter he is. So I definitely won't be taking it lightly, and I won't be going in there trying to blast him out in the first half of the fight, because I know what fight he proposes. So yeah, obviously it's social media talk. That's everybody supporting me. The people that support him will probably be saying the same about him, that he's going to come in, he's going to knock me out, which is unlikely it's going to happen. But yeah, it's going to be a really good fight, one that I'm looking forward to, and one that I will prepare for like I do with all my other fights.
So looking at Ted Cheeseman as an opponent, we know what Ted brings to the table. He's a tough man. He likes to go to war. Should he drag you into the trenches, or likewise you drag him into the trenches, and this does become a slugfest, the way he did with Sam Egerton, the way he did with James Metcalf? Are you fully prepared to go to the trenches and whatever means necessary to win the title and get back to Darlington with a strap?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I know I've got that in me. When it gets tough, I know I can dig deep. I did see Ted saying something about experience will play dividends in his part. I've got to disagree with that, because just because I haven't been blasting my opponents out in 1 round or 2 rounds, I've done it the hard way. I've had some tough, durable opponents coming up in me in 1 fight, 2 fight, 3 fights, leading up until obviously where I am now. I've had some tough, durable opponents, and I've done 6, 7, 8 rounds. I've done 10 rounds twice. So I know I can do the rounds. I do the rounds in the gym, and like you say, if it gets into the trenches, then I know I'll be able to I could tread water. I'll be there. I'll be there till the end.
So, as we say, arguably, we know what Ted brings to the table. We don't want to write off his boxing skills, his boxing ability, because we know he can box as well, but he likes to take it to the deep waters. But from your point of view, Troy, what do you believe your keys to victory are in this fight? What do you believe you have to do well on the night to get the victory?
I think I just got to just turn up and be the best version of myself. Even in me, all my 17 fights, I don't think nobody has genuinely seen the best of me yet. I think Ted's sort of style, and somebody who comes to have a go and is going to stand in front of me will see the best of me. So just expect the best version of myself when the fight is happening, and I think the best version of me will beat Ted Cheeseman.
So I think Eddie said in the tweet when he announced that he'd won the purse bids that the fight's looking at autumn. Can you narrow that down a little bit? We're looking maybe September, October.
I'd obviously, because it's a matchroom. It's going to be on a matchroom show, so I don't have a clue, if I'm honest. I've got my management team on the ball now, trying to figure out what sort of date. But late September, early October, it's more than likely looking to happen. So
does that further fuel the flames that yourself, you're a Frank Warren fighter, you're going over to Matchroom, and going to the Lions Den? Does that further add fuel to the flames in terms of your desire to get the victory?
It'll make me train a little bit harder, even though it's it's probably impossible. I could probably train any harder than what I will be doing for this fight. But it doesn't really matter whose show it was on. It's a ring's a ring. You look at Felix Cash against Denzel Bentley. Frank Warren won that purse bids with Bentley being the British champion, and you've seen what happened there. Obviously, Cash come over and he got the job done. So a ring's a ring. It doesn't really matter. There'll be me, Ted, and the referee. So it doesn't matter whose show it's going to be on.
We've seen recently, looking through your social media, you look in tremendous shape. You're always, keeping fit, keeping well. But when do you start transitioning that into camp, focusing on Ted and basing the camp around your challenge for the British title?
As soon as we get this date, hopefully get this date by the end of this week, today or the end of this week, and then that's it. It's just like you say. Obviously, we know how hard to push, or whether I have a couple of days off. So I've been taking over. I had a week off since the last box, so I've been back in the gym for months now, and it's just taking over at a good level. I've got a good base of fitness, and it's just I'm ready to push on.
So let's look back at that recent fight back in April against Kieran Smith. It was a brutal knockout victory when it come Troy by the 6th round. A fight that was by many, given as a 50-50 tag. It was a real picking fight, and there was just as many people picking yourself as there was Kieran Smith. As it was, like I say, you got the job done in the 6th round. How satisfying was it for you to get that win in a fight that was considered 50-50 and to get it in the fashion that you did?
Yeah, it was good. Like I never doubted myself. I still believe that I'm the number one in the division. I just obviously yet to prove it, which I will do soon. Kieran Smith is an exceptional talent. He's heavy boxer's nightmare. He's 6'2", southpaw, slick. He was unbeaten, and he came to fight. He even said himself he had no excuses. He just got caught. So yeah, Kieran Smith is a very good fighter, and I think it was just all the time I got the recognition that I truly believe that I deserve.
You just took the words right out of my mouth there, Troy, and the fact that, you're 16 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, and getting the victory over Kieran Smith and now challenging for the British title. You mentioned there about getting the recognition you deserve. Do you believe that the win over Kieran Smith and now this British title challenge will continue to get that recognition and what you truly deserve?
Yeah, definitely. It's just starting to come. So, obviously, I should have had. Let's be honest. I think I boxed twice on BT Sports in 17 fights.
Yeah.
I'm not whinging about it. Or I'm not. Obviously, my time's coming now. But I truly believe that maybe a few fights ago I should have been getting the recognition. Then this fight would probably been maybe a lot more bigger, if you know what I mean. If I had the exposure that Ted's had or what other fighters have had, then this fight would be a lot more huge. But it still is a big fight. Obviously, boxing fans that know me and obviously they know what Ted's all about. They know it's going to be a good fight. But what I'm trying to say is, if I had the exposure of what all these other fighters had, then it could be a lot more at stake. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. We're not one for 1 second questioning your desire or determination or anything like that. But the fact that you've not been given this exposure, and you're almost fighting a tougher battle and fighting down your own path almost. Again, is that more fuel to the fire? Is that something that gives you the bit between your teeth, and that do you enjoy proving people wrong? I guess is the correct question to put towards you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Obviously, proving a lot of people wrong. The people that didn't believe in me, or the people that don't believe in me, then they will soon believe in me, because I will prove a lot of people wrong on the night. Believe me.
Absolutely. And you mentioned earlier that you believe you're the best domestically, 154 pounds. It's one of the hottest divisions in the country. You got your likes of Anthony Fowler, Sam Eggington, Ted Cheeseman, of course. James Metcalf isn't going to be too far off. Now, we don't want to overlook Ted Cheeseman, of course, but you're fully confident in getting the victory. If you was to pick up that British title, would you like to stick around and defend against those guys, try and win it outright in what is a very dangerous division? Or do you see yourself, progressing on towards, maybe European or even fringe world title level?
You just mentioned a lot of massive names there, and all them names will be absolutely huge fights. So why not stick around and fight him? I've never wanted to duck a fighter, so once I get that British title, whoever's mandatory, I'll defend against them, or whoever me team want to fight, then yeah, I'll fight. I'm a fighting man, and I've never once took an opportunity in my career, and I never will.
Exciting times, Troy. So, just to finish with Troy, where are we going from here? Obviously, like you say, you're waiting for that date so you can fully focus on Ted Cheeseman and base your camp around him. So, in the meantime, it's just a matter of keeping fit and ticking over day by day.
Yeah, that's it. I've got the day off today, to be fair. I've just been to see set a massage this morning. So, day off today and then back at it tomorrow. But yeah, it's just a case of just ticking over, keeping the weight sensible, and once I get that date, then we push on from there.
Fantastic. Well, Troy, it's been a pleasure to catch up today. I'm sure we'll pencil something in closer to the fight date and we can talk more specifically about the fight. But for now, I wish you the best of luck with camp, the best of luck with the fight when it comes around, and we'll catch up again real soon.
Cheers, Luke. Speak to you, mate.